Hello and welcome to the Multi-Display Video Presentations on the Mac online seminar. I'm Garrett Rice from Apple. Organizations, small and large, are quickly learning that the future of effective communication is with video to reach their employees, their business partners, and especially their customers. The Mac platform gives you powerful tools for creating and delivering video for many different uses. These tools are easy enough for almost anybody to start using, and yet they can be scalable enough for even the most demanding professional. In this seminar, we have invited Apple developer Renewed Vision to demonstrate how you can easily create impactful multi-display video presentations with their ProPresenter and ProVideo player software on the Mac. Let me introduce you to Renewed Vision CEO Brad Weston.
Hello. Renewed Vision makes several video presentation packages exclusively for the Macintosh. The first is ProPresenter, which is a lyric and media presentation package specifically made for churches and houses of worship. The second package, which is ProVideo Player, is what I'll be speaking about today. ProVideo Player, as the name implies, is a media server that is made for the Mac that allows you to not only manipulate video on the fly, but also to network multiple machines together to create dynamic, multi-screen visual displays. This is useful for trade shows, retail storefronts, or live staging environments, and allows even the most modest businesses to create visual displays that will rival what you see going down the Las Vegas Strip or at a rock concert. So to start, I'd like to launch the ProVideo Player application. Now the first thing that you'll notice is this library of video clips that I've loaded. ProVideo Player has the ability to play back any video that QuickTime can play on your machine. It's a point-and-click interface, so if I click on a video clip, it will immediately start to play. In the upper left, I see a preview, and this is a preview of what my audience is seeing. And I'll just use a quick key command to show you what that output looks like. To the right of the preview window is our transition controls, and I can manipulate how fast I want the cross dissolve to be between clips. I also have a manual mode that allows me to manually transition between two different video clips. Clicking on a clip will show it in the preview window, and then moving this bar down will transition from one clip to the next. Next is our play rate controls. This allows us to dynamically control the speed at which our video clips are playing. So I can speed up a clip or slow it down. And then finally, we have color adjustments. Color adjustments are useful in making a blue clip green, orange, red, purple, or what have you. All of these adjustments can be made on a per clip basis and saved in the preferences for that clip. On the left-hand side, we have our collection of playlists. Playlists are very useful for organizing your video clips into categories for a specific type of presentation. The real power of ProVideo Player is in its ability to network across multiple machines and allow a single master machine to control multiple slave nodes. I'd like to demonstrate that for you now. I'll go into my networking preferences, and I can see that there are 4 computers connected to this machine via an Ethernet network. This machine is our master machine, which means that it will be in control of all the visuals that are going to be shown on our connected machines. When I connect all the machines, the video display goes black. This lets me know that my master machine is now in control. Now, any clip that I trigger in the master machine will be triggered on the slave machines. It's important to note that all of the content is located locally on the slave computer's drives. There is no video that is actually being sent over our Ethernet network. All that is being sent are instructions for triggering clips and manipulating those clips. So I have the same controls for manipulating the clips that are on the video wall that I have when I'm manipulating a clip locally on this machine. So I can change the color, and I can change the speed, and so on. Now, beyond the playback rate adjustments or the color adjustments that we're able to manipulate over a network, the real power in ProVideo Player is in its ability to dynamically map content to the display. I'd like to demonstrate that for you now. In our visual preferences, the first option is to tile media clips. Tiling allows us to show the same video clip multiple times on our video output. So when I turn on this option, I'll specify 2 columns and 2 rows. And when I show this on the master machine, you'll see that I'm actually showing the same video 4 different ways, or 4 different times, on the screen. The next option is grid mapping. Grid mapping allows me to specify a number of columns and rows, and then on a network, each machine on the network would only be responsible for playing back its specific portion of the display. So in the case of this video wall, I have 4 different displays powering or playing back one image. So each machine is responsible for just playing back 1/4 of the finished video. On my machine here, I've specified that I want to show the top left corner of the video. And let me just show a different video for this example. I'll pull up these little girls. And you can see that this is just an image of 2 girls with colorful hats. When I enable grid mapping, I'm just going to be looking at the top left-hand portion of the screen. If I choose box 2, it's going to see the top right portion. So now on the video wall, we're actually showing this grid-mapped content, where each display is only showing 1/4 of the total video image. You'll notice that the bezels of the display are cutting into the visual image and kind of creating a disjointedness in the video. We can compensate for that in ProVideo Player using advanced settings that I won't get into, but I'll show you their effect. And now the bezels are gone. So now that you've seen these advanced functions, I'd like to just show you some examples using this. Throughout this presentation, I've been using stock video content. Now I'd just like to show you a product logo, in this case, our own. This is the Renewed Vision product logo, grid mapped across all 4 screens. Now I'll change it and show the same video on each of the 4 screens. And then I can tile that video. And all of this is happening dynamically. From here, I'll transition to a separate video on each of the 4 screens. And finally, I'll go back to a full 4-screen grid map. So now that you've seen the basics of ProVideo Player, I'd like to show you some real-world examples of ProVideo Player in action with some of its more advanced capabilities. This first example is a 27-screen video wall just using consumer plasma TVs, and it was powered by 9 Mac Minis. You'll notice that the grid mapping has allowed me to stretch the video across all 27 displays, and then an alternative look for that would be to separate the displays so that you have 3 separate 3x3 video walls. This next example is a children's hospital in Atlanta. It's an 18-screen wall powered by 6 Mac Minis. And it's dynamic such that a child can go and manipulate the content by pressing the buttons on either side of it. This is an example of ProVideo Player being used in a trade show environment. 7 screens all synced together through the ProVideo Player system and 7 Mac computers. Here's a retail storefront using 3 different Mac Minis for 2 different video wall displays. Here's another example of a live staging event with projected screens. This is actually showing an advanced function of ProVideo Player that allows the display devices themselves to be windows into the video content. Here we have a projector in the center, flanked by 6 plasma displays on either side, and the content is mapped appropriately across all the displays. And here we have an arch of 11 LCD displays and a center video wall of 12 displays where content is mapped appropriately across all of the displays. Again, this is using the advanced imaging options of ProVideo Player such that each display is basically showing a window into the larger video content. We're using presets in this example such that the arch is all showing the same video full screen with the center video wall showing the whole image across all of the 12 displays. In the middle of content, we can change the presets so that we can go from this look to this look seamlessly. And then here's an example of how we can manipulate color dynamically across multiple displays. This is a yellow video clip that we're able to turn into green or blue, and all of the Mac Minis, in this case 8 Mac Minis, are changing that video on the fly. Throughout this demonstration, I've been controlling ProVideo Player on the fly across multiple machines. Be aware that you can also use ProVideo Player on a single computer and set it up such that you need not have a hands-on operator. We have installations that have been running reliably for years. Historically, the creativity expressed through video has been bound to a single screen. I hope I've been able to demonstrate how ProVideo Player can allow you to break outside the bounds of this single display mentality and create compelling video presentations in which the display devices themselves become part of the visual experience. Regardless of the size or budget of your organization, you can create compelling visual experiences with ProVideo Player. For more information about Renewed Vision products, please visit our website at renewedvision.com.
Multi-display video presentations give any organization a vehicle for delivering a dramatic impression to a viewer, at an office, at a trade show, at retail storefronts, or at a live staging event. Thank you for watching the Multi-Display Video Presentations on the Mac online seminar. To explore other seminars from Apple, please visit seminars.apple.com.